Happy Sunday. I'm here to tell you how you can make a stable income selling life insurance, or at the least make a six-figure income based on what I have learned in my career journey over 5 years. And you're going to want to listen to all six to learn how to make six figures. How to make a stable or six-figure income selling life insurance. Number one is having a high volume of sales. The reason why you need to have a high volume of sales is because you want to have multiple advances, multiple clients, multiple streams of income. That'll also, because it'll not only pad your bank account, but it also will help to overcome the cancellations or the chargebacks, which could result in a client canceling or dying in the first year. So aspects of the business that are inevitable, you can overcome that while making a whole lot more money and serving more people just by increasing the volume of sales that you're putting out. Number two is to have an unusual work ethic. Unusual work ethic means beyond 9 to 5. You have to be the hustler of an entrepreneur, of a business owner, where you know that your business, that this is your lifeline, this is your bread and butter. If you don't do it, who's going to do it? And one of the things I want to caveat with that is that you want to make sure you're doing it the right way, which is going to tailor into number three, because I could be working 12 hours a day but doing it wrong, or doing it less efficiently, and then wonder why I'm not seeing results. So number three, to be successful in life insurance, you need mentorship and you need coaching. It doesn't just have to be from your manager or upline. That's usually the person who's supposed to be tasked with it, but you can learn from anybody. And if you're not regularly undergoing training or mentoring or coaching for you specifically, you're doing something wrong. You want to get yourself in front of a coach that you respect, that you admire, that knows what they're doing, and ask for their time. This is how you network. This is how you make friends in the business, by just asking when you need help. But don't expect someone else to ask you if you need coaching when you're the one that needs the coaching. Number four, fiscal responsibility and crisis preparation. So if anyone has ever worked in commission sales, we know that there's going to be up days, and there's going to be mediocre days, and there's going to be up days. And so to overcome for those mediocre days or those low days, you want to have strong money management, money put aside, and then also money put away for an emergency fund for those days, or even when it may seem like weeks where you're not making sales, or you are making sales, but they're not paying until next month, or they're paying using your credit card, so their money looks a little different. Trust me, fiscal responsibility, being a steward, prudent with your finances, and then preparing for a rainy day. Okay, crisis management, as I call it. Okay. Number five is this is actually, it's a couple, but this is about character traits. If you were to emulate character traits of a successful life insurance agent, I'd say that you're self-motivated, you're humble, you have grit and resilience. So you have the resilience to keep on going even though the client is hanging up or slamming the door on you. You have the grit to keep going even though the business may not seem like it's working. You're determined to make it work for you because you know that it works and you know that you have a service to offer. Humility, not letting other people's actions or attitudes or demeanors sway how you impact if it's not aligned with how you are supposed to or desire to act. So if someone is being perhaps a little short with me or unkind with me, I have to be humble enough to be that bigger person and to kill them with kindness, but allow for my professionalism and charm to almost de-escalate whatever negativity or hostility they may be feeling, because they don't know who you are. They're assuming you're a telemarketer, or that you're there to interrupt their day to get them to buy something that they don't think they need. And so there's a lot of misinformation about regarding the client and them identifying who you are. They don't know who you are. So if there's a little bit of hostility, rather than me getting offended or taking things personally, when I'm practicing humility, and humility is an action, so it's not just saying I'm humble, but it's saying, oh, I don't mean to offend, what I mean to, or I do apologize, you probably, and then using using that kind of language to say what I'm about to say next, so that way I can still work with the client without having to be slowed down by whatever it is that they're going through. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's what humility looks like to me over the phone. It's just being super nice, super positive, super professional, super, understanding that the client is going through some stuff and I'm a stranger. So that usually works in my favor once we push through. Okay. And then self-motivating. There's going to be many times where you're not motivated to talk about burial insurance. The clients who aren't always inclined to talk about it as well. So you have to find your why. You have to find the reason to get up every day, even if it's not your wife or your family or the money or your boss or the lavish vacation, the trip, whatever it is that maybe once did motivate you, but now it's not motivating you. You have to identify that so you can show up consistently, because any business thrives off of consistency, and conversely, any business will fail, even if it's something as difficult as selling life insurance, will fail if you're not consistent. Okay, so for me, it was working from home. I just loved working from home, where I could wake up, I could brush my teeth, and I could make some money. I did it from sun up to sundown, and that's how I made six figures in my second year. Only second year in my business, not having any life insurance experience prior, barely having sales experience. The last one, number 6, this is something that's also personal to me, friends and family. Get yourself a hobby or an interest, something that you enjoy doing that's not work related, that is a healthy way of occupying your time. I don't like to tell people how to live their lives, but I can influence, I can inspire, I can lead. And if it's church, getting connected with God, if it's gym, furthering your health, if it's reading a book, enhancing your intellect, if it's being around friends and family so you can increase your connection with people that are important to you, those are all actions and hobbies and activities that I condone, because I know that if you do it enough times, it's going to serve you well. And we're in the service business. When we're serving our clients, we have to be so well put together and have a balanced life that I can show up stronger than ever, more alert than ever, better than ever when I am attending to my clients. And people aren't going to agree with this, but as a business owner who's working around the clock, you still need a work-life balance, even if it's just 1 or 2 days, even if it's just a few hours in the day. Because if you only have work and you're only putting yourself into the work, you're not going to you're going to want to have fulfillment in other areas of your life, and you're going to want to find happiness in other areas of your life, because I think that'll allow for you to work on the whole person and just allow for you to be better in business, have more stamina, stay in the business a little bit longer. And then if the business isn't going well, it's not like I have all my eggs in that one business basket where, it's not going well, so I'm not doing well. Well, business may not be doing well today, but my family is prosperous. My health is thriving, my education is being sharpened, and I have a roof over my head, right? Just finding that gratitude through your hobbies is something that I condone. And if you need help with that, just let me know, because you want to differentiate a fun hobby that's interesting to you, but you're in the flesh and you're just acting as a human, right? Or something that, I'm going to pick a hobby that I'm intentional about, but I know it's going to serve me well and it's going to add value to my life. Okay? Thank you all for watching. Please post a comment if you related to any of these, or if you would like to share a fact, a reason or a tip for being successful in life insurance. Ahora voy a hacerlo en español. La tema es cómo generar ingresos estables o de 6 cifras vendiendo seguros de vida. Número 1, alto volumen de ventas. Número 2, una ética de trabajo excepcional. Número 3, mentoría y coaching, entrenamiento, regularmente, a todas las semanas, muy frecuentemente. Número 4, responsabilidad fiscal y preparación ante crisis. ¿Ok? Para preparar, poner dinero al lado para tiempos de emergencias, ¿verdad? Para los días de lluvia, ¿verdad? Los rainy days. We gotta put up a rainy day fund. Todos los días no vamos a tener sol todos los días, pero podemos preparar para todos los tiempos, ¿verdad? Todos los climas. Y número 5 es automotivación, humildad, determinación y resiliencia. Resiliencia. Resilience. Número 5, consigue un pasatiempo o ten intereses que no estén relacionados con el trabajo, pero que ocupen tu tiempo de manera saludable. Gracias por mirar mi video. Gracias por mirar mi video. Y cuéntame qué piensas o con qué te identificas más en los comentarios. Adiós. Bye. Thank you for watching.